On tonight's episode of the podcast, we go into the Badlands. That's right, we're visiting Predator in his home world and the adventure of what this young Yacha is up to. So we're going to chat about Predator Badlands. Is it everything it was all cracked up to be? We will chat about it. I checked out Good Fortune again, one of the most slept on movies of the year. I want to chat about it again. Over on the TV side, Pluribus. Oh my God, what a new TV show. I'm going to talk about it, but not very much because I want you to see it and not be spoiled. We checked out another new show, All Her Fault. This one's over on Peacock, and boy, is it a doozy. We're going to chat about that one. Kim Kardashian is here in the latest Ryan Murphy show, All's Fair. Yeah, it's getting ripped by the critics, so we're going to gotta chat about that one. Power Book 4 Force is back. That's right, Tommy is back for the third and final season. We will chat about it along with the new comedy Stumble. So we got a lot of TV shows, we got a big movie, we got the news of the week, so strap on in. It is time for a new Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It is Season 30, Episode 28, and tonight's show is titled, Happiness is a State of Mind. We are going to be breaking down the news from November the 5th through today, November the 11th. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona, as the weather is finally starting to come down and I don't have to run the AC 24/7. So thank you, God, for that. We have a new movie to talk about. We got several TV shows to talk about. And then, of course, we'll get you caught up with the news of the week. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump on in. Let's get her going. Our movie of the weekend, Predator Badlands. I was so happy to get back to the theater this weekend. It has been over 2 weeks. 2 weeks since I've been to the theater. I don't like that. I am used to going to the movies every single week. So 2 weeks back to back of not going to the theater was a bummer for me, man. But I was happy to get back there and not only get back to the theater, but go in the IMAX and check out a movie that I've been very, very hyped to see all year. And that was Predator Badlands. I love the Predator franchise. This movie is the 7th movie in the Predator franchise. Can you believe it? 7. And if you include Alien vs. Predator movies, this is the 9th entry into that world. That's insane. That is a lot, man. Predator has become in the vein of a Freddy Krueger and a Jason Voorhees. Like, he is a creature that has been around through so many years and so many movies, starting back in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator, and then, of course, 1990 with Predator 2 and Danny Glover. And then it was a long time. It was 20 years before we got our next Predator movie with Predators in 2010, which is awesome, a very underrated movie. And then another 8 years went by and we got The Predator, directed by Shane Black, and it was okay, but I remember that movie was so hyped to be amazing because it was a Shane Black film and everybody loves him and it had a great cast and it was just okay. You know, it has its moments, but it was all right. So after 2018, it kind of went silent for a while, and then in 2022, a mystery movie came out called Prey. And we all found out that this Prey movie was a Predator movie set way back in the day, and it was amazing. It was a Hulu exclusive movie, and it did so damn well. They brought back the director, and they said, make me another one. So they went back, they got Dan Trachtenberg, who did Prey. He brought the vitalization back to the world and said, we got to do another one. And not only did he drop another one, he dropped two, because a couple months ago, we got Predator, Killer of Killers, which was an animated movie that came out over on Hulu exclusively as well. And then, of course, now Predator Badlands. So this one here, cast out from his clan, a young predator finds an unlikely ally in a damaged android and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Now, Predator Badlands, Dan Trachtenberg talked about how this movie is set way, way, way in the future. This movie, he wanted to keep it away from everything else so he wasn't pigeonholed to anybody's history, to not have to step on anybody's toes, right? Right when he started writing this movie, they were making Alien Romulus, and they were putting together Alien Earth, and he didn't know what was going to happen with those projects, so he said, you know what? I'll do Predator Badlands way in the future, so I stand on my own, and I don't touch on anybody else's toes. So very nice, very thoughtful of him to do something like that, and pretty smart to go way, way, way into the future, right? And he gets to do his own thing. Now, I remember when the early trailers came out and people saw this Predator, there was a lot of controversy of like, hey, he's really small. I don't like the design. He doesn't look menacing, right? Because all the Predators we have met have been hulking figures that are super strong and muscly and just look just badass, right? This Predator was very slim, very agile, very fast, and just had a totally different look. And I remember a lot of people talking smack about that. The cool thing here is that his look plays into the movie. It is the story of the film. This movie takes place on their planet, Yacha, the Yacha. And basically, he is a castaway. His father thinks he's a runt. He's too small. He shouldn't be in the clan. His brother, same thing. You're too small. You haven't earned your place into the clan. Now, our predator, our main predator here in Badlands is Dek, D-E-K. And he's trying to prove himself. He thinks he is ready. He's saying, come on, let me in the clan. I am ready for this. And they're saying, no, you're not. And he's on the verge of going on a hunt. And he decides, let me go to the most dangerous, badass planet, and I am going to kill the most dangerous creature in the universe. And I'll bring its head back, and I will show my father that I am worthy of being a part of this clan. And that's our story. That is our story. That is the journey that is set out, right? For Dek to show that he is worthy. So he goes to this planet, but then he meets a broken android played by Elle Fanning, and ends up basically taking her on the journey with him. And she's awesome. I'm not the biggest Elle Fanning fan, but she really won me over in this. She's really charming. She's funny. She's helpful. It makes sense with what they do with her. And then she plays a double role in this film. So she is also another android that is, going around looking for her, looking for the monster. And she plays them both very, very differently. And I thought she did a fantastic job. This movie is really badass. It's got a ton of action. All the creatures are cool as shit. Visually, it's outstanding. I remember when the PG-13 rating dropped, I was very, very disappointed because all the other Predator movies are rated R, and I was like, man, that really sucks. They're going to tone this thing down. And honestly, they pulled it off. It does not feel toned down. The good thing is that this movie takes place on another planet, and there's no humans. So that means no red blood. And in the movie universe, if you don't have red blood, you typically don't get the R rating. So they're able to show green blood and blue blood and black blood and android blood and monster blood, and it don't matter because it's all fake. Right? So this movie gets a PG-13 rating, but it's violent as hell, and there is a lot of blood. It's just alien blood, so they don't have to get the R rating, and you forget about it. You forget that it's not R-rated because it is very violent. But this movie is nonstop action. It is on a pace that is incredible. It's got some good laughs. Dek is awesome. You definitely want to see his future adventures. And I can't wait to see what Dan Trachtenberg does. I know there's been a lot of rumors that he wants to bring Arnold back and do something more in that universe. But then I think he definitely wants to make a sequel to Badlands. And after Badlands' box office debut, killing the game, I think we might get that. So we'll have to wait and see. But this one was a ton of fun. I think if you're a Predator fan, you're going to have a blast with this one. Go check out Predator Badlands. It is worth it. 4 out of 5 stars from me. All right, so next up, I just want to quickly shout out Good Fortune, because Good Fortune is actually the last movie I saw in the theater before Predator. I just talked about how I hadn't been to the theater in 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, when I was in the theater, I was watching Good Fortune, and I loved it. I came on this show, I talked about 4 stars, I loved it. I didn't know 2 weeks later the movie would already be on PVOD, and I loved it so much, I bought it right out the gate at full price, and because I wanted to watch it again. I wanted to show my wife, this movie is so damn funny, and I hate that nobody really went and supported it in the theater. Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves, Aziz Ansari, Keke Palmer, this movie is so funny. The cast is great. I loved it watching it a second time as well. And I just wanted to shout it out and show it some more love because it is so good. It's a good time. It's a good laugh. Everybody's awesome in it, and it deserves more love. So Good Fortune, now available on premium VOD. You can rent or buy it. I bought it because it deserves it. I love it. 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out. All right. Going on over to the TV side, my big new show of the week is Pluribus. And I'm going to say it again. This is an Apple TV show. And what have I been saying for the last several years? Apple TV doesn't miss. This streamer creates banger after banger after banger. They are so good. Almost every single show they drop is incredible. And Pluribus shows you that they are incredible once again. Created by Vince Gilligan, who did Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Everybody loves those, and they were waiting to see what this next show was going to be. And here's the thing. The trailers were very, very vague. They don't show you what's happening in this show. So I'm not going to tell you what's happening in the show. This show stars Rhea Seehorn, and that's all I'm going to say. It is a crazy, crazy show with a crazy concept, but it's awesome, and you really just have to let it unravel and watch it for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. This is a massive, big 2 thumbs up for me. Apple TV dropped the first 2 episodes. Watch it. I can't wait to see episode 3. This thing has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is fantastic. Go check it out. Pluribus on Apple TV. My next new show is All Her Fault. This one here is in Chicago. Marissa Irvine arrives at 14 Arthur Avenue, expecting to pick up her young son Milo from his first play date with a boy at his new school. But the woman who answers the door isn't a mother that she recognizes. She isn't the nanny, and she doesn't have Milo. And so begins every parent's worst nightmare. Yeah, this is a kidnap drama. Thriller, drama, mystery, crime, star-studded. We just talked about Elle Fanning. Well, Dakota Fanning's in this one. You got Sarah Snook, Jake Lacey, Sophia Lillis, Michael Pena, Dakota Fanning, Abby Elliott, Jay Ellis. Like, there's a lot of people in this show. And this is a Peacock exclusive. They dropped all the episodes. There's 8 episodes. I've watched the first 4. So I'm halfway through the season already, and I'm hooked. I love it. I love mystery thrillers like this, especially with a good ensemble. Her kid is missing. Who is it? Is it the nanny? Is it her friend? Is it someone at the school? Is it her husband? This thing is unraveling from all sides, and I am there for it. So big thumbs up. You know, we had a great debut with Pluribus, and then I loved All Her Fault. So really good weekend on the TV side. And that was until I checked out the new show, All's Fair. All's Fair is the new Ryan Murphy show. This thing is a train wreck. And the funny thing is, I'm going to keep watching it because it's such a fun train wreck to laugh at. It is so over the top. But let me tell you about it first. It's a team of female divorce lawyers that leave a male-dominated firm to open up their own powerhouse practice. Fierce, brilliant, and emotionally complicated, they navigate high-stakes breakups, scandalous secrets, and shifting allegiances, both in the courtroom and within their own ranks. In a world where money talks and love is a battleground, these women don't just play the game, they change it. That's right, you got Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash, Teyana Taylor, Sarah Paulson, Glenn Close. Jesus, this show is stacked. And I'll tell you what, I usually love Ryan Murphy. He does the 911 shows. He did American Horror Story. He does the monster thrillers, the monster anthology thrillers over on Netflix. Pretty much everything this guy has released, I have watched and I have really liked. This isn't my typical type of show, but it has a powerhouse cast. And I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. It's so hard to watch because Kim Kardashian is just, she's beautiful. I'm not going to take that away from her. I've always thought she's one of the hottest women on the planet. But on top of that, she cannot act. She's very wooden. And you just don't believe anything she says or does. And then she's surrounded by all these other great actresses that make her look even worse. So the dialogue is clunky. The scenes are super over the top and stupid, and it just makes you laugh. It really makes you laugh, and that's why I'm watching it. Not for the drama, I'm watching for the LOLs. So I cannot recommend this show, but at the same time, if you want to watch a train wreck, go for it and check out All's Fair. My next new show is a new one that is on NBC and Peacock. It is called Stumble, and this one here is a little half-hour comedy sitcom that is typically, it's done in the style of like The Office, Abbott Elementary, where the camera crew is filming what's going on, right? They're making a documentary, and they're following a cheerleader coach who ends up getting fired from her school, even though she is the best cheerleader coach, and her team has won like 15 different championships in a row, and she ends up going to another school, and of course it's a school of losers, and she has to rebuild a brand new cheerleading team to take everything on and win her record-breaking championship. So it's a pretty simple premise. The show really reminds me of like Bring It On, which I really love. It's a funny-ass show, funny-ass movie, and this really follows in that vein, man. It's just, funny things happen. They look at the camera. Because it's that documentary style, I think it really makes this show work. I don't know if this show would work as well if it wasn't done in that format, but this really works for it. So I recommend it. I had some good laughs. They only showed the first episode this past weekend, but I'm there to continue to check this one out. So again, that's Stumble over on Peacock. And lastly, I just want to welcome back Power Book 4 Force. This is the Tommy Egan-led show from the original Power show with Joseph Sikora. And this is season 3, the third and final season. It just debuted over on Starz. This is my favorite of the spinoffs. I love Tommy as a character, and I can't wait to see how this show is going to wrap up. So it's back. Just wanted to give it a good shout out. So that's what we got, guys. We got Predator Badlands now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Good Fortune, check it out on PVOD, 4 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, big thumbs up. Go check out Pluribus on Apple TV. Check out All Her Fault over on Peacock. I'll leave it up to you if you want to check out All's Fair or not over on Hulu. Check out Power Book 4 Force over on Starz, and check out Stumble on Peacock as well. All right, that is what we got on the rundown there. Let's get on over to the box office. Coming in at number 10 is Tron Ares. Number 9 is Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Number 8 is a debut. It is Die My Love. This is the new movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson that no one went to go see. This thing only made $2 million. Number 7 was Chainsaw Man, the movie. Number 6 was Begonia. Number 5 was Nuremberg, another new one that just came out that I had no interest in, with $3.8 million. Number 4 was Sarah's Oil. Number 3 was Black Phone 2. Number 2 is Regretting You. And number 1, Predator Badlands, with $40 million here in the U.S., which is the biggest debut ever for a Predator movie. So congratulations. Smashed it. Made another $40 million internationally. So already $80 million just out the gate in its first weekend on basically like $105 million budget. So this one should churn a pretty nice profit there. Now, I also wanted to shout out Christie. This is the new Sydney Sweeney movie that is based on the true story of the boxer. And Christie debuted at number 11 with only 1.3 million. And I know a lot of people are touting that this is one of the biggest box office bombs ever. And they're blaming Sydney Sweeney for it, which I find very funny because, number one, this movie had zero marketing. Number two, nobody I know even knew this movie was coming out because there was no marketing. So for it to fail doesn't shock me because you know what happens when a movie doesn't have marketing? No one knows it's coming out and no one goes to see it. So plain and simple, the movie's supposed to be really good. She's getting Oscar buzz. So regardless of box office, this does not reflect, as far as I'm concerned, on Sydney Sweeney, as Christie made 1.3 million at number 11. So that's your other big new release for the weekend. All right, so let's switch gears. Let's get on over to our news of the week, as we're already 18 minutes in here. So strap on in. Again, if you want to check out any of this news, check out any of these trailers, go to our X page. You don't even have to subscribe. Just go to it. I would love if you subscribed, but just go to it. x.com/amontheair to check out all this stuff. So one of the biggest movies of the year is, of course, K-Pop Demon Hunters over on Netflix, and the sequel, K-Pop Demon Hunters 2, the sequel to the hit animated musical, is set to debut on Netflix in 2029. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait a while. All those kids that love this movie right now are gonna be grown-ass adults by the time this movie rolls around. So but yes, there is a sequel in the works, 2029. There is a new movie called Here Comes the Flood. It has just started filming. It stars Denzel Washington, Robert Pattinson, Daisy Edgar Jones, Denai Guerrera, Sean Harris, and Moses Arias. Described as a heist thriller about a bank guard, a teller, and a master thief. This one will be coming to Netflix. Jane Levy and Jessica Roth are going to star in a new Shudder slasher called River. I like the sound of that. Coco Melon the movie, that's right, getting a February 2027 release date in theaters. We have the final trailer for Osgood Perkins' new horror film, Keeper. This last trailer was creepy as hell. I was kind of like, what the hell is this movie? I don't give a shit. And then I saw this trailer and I was like, I'm in. So check out this trailer for Keeper. It is creepy. Zolo Maraduena, who of course was Blue Beetle. You know him as Miguel from Cobra Kai. He has officially been joined the cast of One Piece for season 3. He's been cast as Porcas de Ace, if you are familiar with One Piece. So great casting there because I love Zolo, and it's a good addition. We have the new trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's right, this hits theaters on December 5th, and this is a pretty good trailer. I haven't really been impressed with the marketing, but this trailer was actually pretty damn decent. A Miss Piggy movie is in the works. Yes, who asked for this? I don't know, but Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence are working together to bring us this Miss Piggy movie, so I guess we'll see what happens here. Caleb Turner and Aaliyah Shawkat star in the new movie, in fake war movie, Atropia. We have the first trailer for it. Star Trek IV gets a devastating update as the Chris Pine-led cast of Star Trek, those last 3 that came out, they've been trying to get up and running for this 4th movie, and it seems like Paramount has decided they're going to go a different route, and they're going to reboot and not continue on with the Chris Pine-led cast. So, kind of unfortunate. I really like that cast, but I kind of get it. It's been a long time. You should probably reboot at this point, right? Fantastic Four is now officially streaming on Disney+. So if you missed this one, check it out on Disney+. You can even stream it in the IMAX Enhanced. We have a new little baby teaser. This thing's less than like 45 seconds for Wonder Man, which again premieres on January 27th on Disney+. I still don't really know what I'm getting with this show, but this teaser was probably the best of all the little teasers we've gotten so far, as it looks like he finally's got some powers maybe that we'll check out here. Jennifer Garner is returning in The Last Thing He Told Me season 2. This is one of the shows I watched and then totally forgot it even existed. I forgot they were even doing a second season for this, but season 2 will premiere February 20th on Apple TV. So I'll be back on it. Jennifer Garner, The Last Thing He Told Me season 2, February 20th, Apple TV. Tom Bergeron is returning to Dancing with the Stars as a judge, so congratulations. That's a cool addition there. Annie Murphy and Cooper Rife are going to top line a new rom-com called All That She Wants. So there you go there. We have your first look at The Night Manager Season 2. This is coming soon to Prime Video, of course, with Tom Hiddleston returning. The Russo brothers and their company Agbo are joining as producers for the new John Rambo prequel. Comedian Matt Rife has got a new holiday-themed crowd work special that is coming soon to Netflix in December. The runtime for all of the episodes of Wonder Man have been revealed. It's going to be 8 episodes, and they're all about a half hour. How boring, right? Episode 1, 32 minutes. Episode 2, 32 minutes. Episode 3, 32 minutes. Episode 4, 30 minutes. Episode 5, 23 minutes. Episode 6, 34 minutes. Episode 7, 33 minutes. And episode 8, 32 minutes. Boring. I hate these half-hour shows. It is so boring. We have, let's see here, news finally for Gremlins 3, man. We've been talking about this thing for years. It is now official. Gremlins 3 is in the works and has been given a release date of November 19th of 2027. So still got to wait a couple more years for some Gizmo, but he's coming back November 19th, 2027. We have the new trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. This is the first full trailer. The new season debuts December 10th on Disney+. It looks really good. I was a big fan of Season 1. Me and my daughter watched this one together, so can't wait to see Season 2. We have your first look at the Duffer Brothers' upcoming animated series, Stranger Things Tales from 85. This premieres in 2026 on Netflix. We have the first teaser trailer for the new Michael biopic. That's right, Michael Jackson, starring Jafar Jackson as his uncle Michael. This is coming to theaters on April 24th of 2026. This trailer was great. It's only about a minute long, but it's a good little teaser to get you hyped on some Michael Jackson, baby. I am ready. So check out the trailer for Michael if you haven't. We got the all-new character posters for the 5th and final season of Stranger Things up, which look awesome. If you're a gamer, I'm sad to disappoint, even though most of you knew this was coming. GTA 6 has been delayed to November 19th, 2026. This game was supposed to come out in May of 2026, and of course it's been pushed all the way back to November, so we still got another year to go now again for GTA. I'm a big GTA fan. I've been waiting my whole life for GTA 6 to come out, and I guess I gotta wait one more year. Chris Pine, Jessica Chastain, and Mikey Madison have joined a new crime movie that they're putting together, so that's a great little cast there. Gerard Butler is going to star with Haley Atwell for a new action movie. Roadhouse 2 is now casting. They've are working on some more villains. Dave Bautista is confirmed, and Rob Delaney is confirmed now as well. We have the trailer for Rosemead. This stars Lucy Liu, as supposedly she gives her career best performance in this new movie. Lanterns, there's been some rumors going on that Lanterns won't debut to the end of 2026, but HBO is saying early 2026 still, so hopefully we will be getting that soon. We need a trailer. Michelle Pfeiffer is leading a new star-filled Christmas movie called Oh, What Fun, and the new trailer has dropped. This is going to be a Prime Video exclusive. You got Michelle Pfeiffer, you got Dennis Leary, Chloe Grace Moretz. There's a whole bunch of people in this one, so definitely check out that trailer. Let's see here. I think this is the one we were just talking about. Jessica Chastain, Josh Brolin, Don Cheadle, Mikey Madison, Charles Melton, and Chris Pine will star in Elijah Benham's My Darling California. The crime thriller follows how one crime intertwines with the lives of a TV host, his restless wife, a country music idol, and 2 crooks with an ex-con. So pretty crazy, but an awesome cast. I'm there for it. Zach Kreger has officially started working on the Aunt Gladys prequel movie. He says, I'd love to live inside Zach. She said, I would love to live inside Zach's brain again, but we'll see if it happens. That's what Amy Madigan said, because she's not sure. But Zach Kreger supposedly is writing the script and working on that prequel for Aunt Gladys. Supposedly, the first trailer for Avengers Doomsday will be released in theaters in December with Avatar Fire and Ash. How awesome. I can't wait to go to see Avatar and see Avengers Doomsday trailer before it. There's even a rumor that the new Spider-Man trailer will be before it, too. That would be gangster. That could be some great trailers. Joseph Kosinski has confirmed that Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler are in talks to star in his Miami Vice movie. He says if it ends up being those two, I'll be very, very lucky. So, very cool there. Over 60 new movies and shows being added to Netflix this week. Check out the full list we posted. Jurassic World 5 is reportedly in the works. Gareth Edwards is in final negotiations to come back and direct again after he did Rebirth. Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali are all expected to return. Monster Season 4. That's right. Sarah Paulson is in talks to play the serial killer Aileen Wuornos in Netflix's Monster Season 4, which is centering on Lizzie Borden. Wuornos was convicted of the murder of 7 men in Florida, where she was ultimately executed in 2002. Charlize Theron won an Oscar for playing her in 2003's Monster. Great casting. Let's see here. Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. This has been a rumor for so long, for 20 years. It's is this thing even a reality? Well, now it is a reality. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair is coming to theaters on December 5th. And we have the first trailer for it. Yes, it's Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 spliced together into one movie, even with additional scenes. So this could be pretty cool. December 5th, keep an eye out for it. We have the first teaser trailer for The Night Manager Season 2. That's right, Tom Hiddleston and Olivia Colman are back. This premieres January 11th on Prime Video. You can now watch the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things Season 5. Of course, Volume 1 comes out November 26th. If you want to check out the first 5 minutes, we have them posted up on our X page. Let's see here. Supergirl's Millie Alcock is trapped in a new survival movie that they're working on. Ryan Reynolds is rebooting a classic Clint Eastwood movie called Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. Boston Blue has added Marvel vet Xochitl Gomez as a spoiler. That's right, I can't tell you who she's playing, but you can read the article to find out more. Peacock has renewed the spinoff Love Island Beyond the Villa for a second season. Lionsgate's Michael trailers become the most watched music biopic launch with over 116 million views. So congratulations there. ABC has picked up a game show from comedian Nate Bargatze that shares a title with one of his stand-up specials. So congratulations there. The greatest average American. I love Nate Bargatze. I'll be seeing him doing stand-up this summer. I already have tickets when he comes to Phoenix. And I'll definitely check this out because he is awesome. Ted Lasso and shrinking writer and actor Brett Goldstein is getting into a new line of work. That's right, he's going to be a gigolo in a new series that they're working on. Meryl Streep and Sigourney Weaver are set to star in Useful Idiots. This is a new thriller that'll be directed by Joseph Cedar. So yeah, there you go on that. Let's see what else we got here. We have the new trailer for a new movie called Merv. It stars Zooey Deschanel and Charlie Cox, where they are a couple and they break up and they're fighting over their dog. Their dog gets really sad because he doesn't like that they broke up. So it's a little rom-com, but it's centered on the dog Merv. This is going to be premiering December 10th on Prime Video, so check that out. It looks heartwarming. We have your first look at The Traitor Season 4. This premieres January 8th on Peacock. We have the final trailer for Edgar Wright's The Running Man, starring Glenn Powell. This is just about a minute long. It's your final look, kind of red band style. I'm going to be checking this out hopefully Thursday night in the IMAX. We have a new Roger Rabbit and a live-action Jessica Rabbit movie are in development. That's right. The rights to Roger Rabbit have just been sitting there doing nothing, and they expired. So they went back to the original creator of Roger Rabbit, and he's already been working on stuff, hoping that this day would come. So he's shopping it around. We'll see what studio decides to pick it up. But yeah, they want to do a new Roger Rabbit, and of course they want to do a spin-off, which he wrote years ago for Jessica Rabbit. So we'll see, man. It's about time we'll get that, right? Roofman, the latest movie with Channing Tatum, has officially hit PVOD as of today, so you can rent or buy it and check that one out if you missed it in theaters. One Battle After Another, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, is going to hit digital on November 14th, so we're almost there on that one. HBO reportedly developing a V for Vendetta TV series. That's right, based on the comic that was turned into a movie in 2006 starring Natalie Portman. This one is in development at HBO. James Gunn, Peter Safran, and Chad King of DC Studios will executive produce, as will Ben Stevenson. Pete Jackson is attached to write the series adaptation. Paramount Plus is going to hike some prices in the first quarter of 2026. Basically, they're adding $1 to it, so don't trip out. I'm excited about this. Ever since Superman came out, there was a lot of rumors that there might be a Jimmy Olsen show or there might be like a Daily Planet show, and we're kind of getting that. So DC Studios will be developing a new series for HBO Max titled DC Crime, which will be presented as a true crime documentary series that'll be hosted by Jimmy Olsen. That's right, played by Skylar Gisondo. The first season will focus on Gorilla Grodd, who of course is the big talking smart ape. He's a DC supervillain, best known for his battles with the Flash. So I really, really like this idea. When I shared this news with my buds, there's a lot of confusion. Even online, there's a lot of people saying, I don't like this idea, I hate this idea. I just talked earlier about how a lot of the comedy TV shows really work when they're done in that documentary style. And that's exactly what this is. Jimmy Olsen is a reporter doing a true crime kind of TV series that's shot like a documentary with, hi, I'm Jimmy Olsen. Let me tell you about these villains, these super villains that are going around Metropolis and Gotham and, everything in between, right? We're going to focus on Gorilla Grodd, and they're going to tell stories about people that have interacted with them. And I think if it's done the right way, it could be really, really cool. Being presented as a true crime documentary series is awesome. And they've gotten the American Vandal duo to work on this. And American Vandal is a mockumentary that is on Netflix that was done in the same style. That's pretty damn cool. So I think it's a very smart, cool idea to do something different rather than just a Daily Planet show where they're going out and chasing stories. Doing it in a documentary series way, I think is very unique and very cool, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So we will see from there. A Different World sequel series is a go over at Netflix. Outlander's final season will be premiering on Starz on March 6th of 2026. In some big news, everyone's been waiting for this. Alien Earth is officially renewed for season 2 over on FX. Congratulations there. That's a big win right there. Isabel Furman has confirmed that the Orphan sequel is a go. And the movie is titled Orphans, and they just started filming. We have your first little teaser trailer for Toy Story 5. Yes, the toys have to go up against an iPad. So there you go. Toy Story 5, of course, hitting theaters June 19th of 2026. Tell Me Lies Season 3 will be premiering January 13th on Hulu. We have your first full trailer for The Traitors Season 4. The new season streams January 8th over on Peacock. Let's see here. Timothée Chalamet stars in the new trailer for Josh Safdie's Marty Supreme. Check out this movie when it hits in Christmas. Vision Quest is still adding some cast to the upcoming Disney Plus show. This is the one with Vision. So no big names that I can really talk about right now. Diane Morgan, but they're still adding cast to it, even though I think they're done filming. So they're just announcing stuff right now. Dakota Johnson will be playing an android in an upcoming sci-fi movie, so that should work. Joel Edgerton stars in a new movie called The Plague, and we have the first trailer for it. Ruth Wilson will be returning as Psycho Killer Alice in an upcoming Luther movie that is coming to Netflix. Are you ready for it? Idris Elba is returning for a new Luther movie over at Netflix with Ruth Wilson and Dermot Crowley joining the cast for a project directed by Jamie Payne, and it will be coming to Netflix. So there you go. A lot of excitement there. Fox has unveiled its 2026 mid-season schedule, including return dates for American Dad, Family Guy, The Masked Singer, and a whole bunch more. So check that out to see. And lastly, Sabrina Carpenter is set to star in and produce an untitled movie musical that is based on Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland for Universal Pictures. Lorene Scaffara will pen and helm the feature. That's right. She's gonna, Alice in Wonderland movie musical. You could tell this is because of Wicked. Everybody loves Wicked. It's so big. Let's do a musical. Making a musical version of Alice in Wonderland for Universal Pictures, which also did Wicked. I feel like this is just set up to be that next big thing, right? And then you get Sabrina Carpenter, like how we have Ariana Grande in Wicked. So I don't know. You see where I'm going with it? That's what I kind of think. But pretty cool there. Congratulations, Sabrina Carpenter, definitely at the height of her career. And on that note, my friends, I know we went a little bit over, but that is the news of the week. We had a lot to chat about. Thank you for listening. Thank you for getting caught up with me. Like I said, this weekend I'll be going back to the theater, checking out The Running Man. And I hope I can get back to the theater again to check out Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which also comes out this weekend. So it's a good weekend at the theater, man. We'll have to see what we can get it in while we can. But thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Make sure you go to amiontheair.com. Make sure you bookmark it and you got all the links to everything you need right there. Give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Give us a follow on our X page at Am I on the Air. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Make sure you follow on all the socials. If it's not X, then check out Blue Sky, check out Threads, all the same handles. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Wherever you listen, make sure you subscribe. Leave us thumbs up, 5 stars, subscribe so you never miss an episode, okay? Make sure you follow us on the other socials like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air, all one word. Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. You can follow at Red Dragons Radio and follow at popculture_pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, November the 11th. I hope you all have an amazing week. We'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Red Dragons!